Internet, this is Marchers with Munchies Food Review. My name is Weston.
And I'm Lewis.
And welcome back, folks, to another wonderful Marchers with Munchies Food Review. Now, before we get this video started, make sure to click that like and subscribe button so you can stay up to date on all of our latest and greatest food review content. Now, without further ado, on to today's review. So, Lewis, where are we today? What's going on?
Well, you see, we have the meats today because we're at Arby's, actually.
We have the meats? All the meats.
The meats. Not
Really?
just some, knockoff assembly line meats. We have the meats.
All the meats, that's right. Now this is something new to their. It's new to their line of products. It's
meatier. It's saucier.
I forget the name of it. I'm terrible at this. Yeah, no, I forgot
Give me
the
the
name.
receipt.
You can read the receipt. I forgot.
There is no receipt
I think there
in
was
the bag. Did you put it?
Wait, hold on. I might have it.
All right, so this is.
Yeah, this is. Well, it's the beef. It's the rib something. It's like the. Oh wait, it's the rib short or something like that.
Short rib.
Is it the short rib?
I believe so.
Probably the new short rib.
All right.
It's. Yeah, we're not.
We're professionals.
We're professiontional food reviewers.
All right. Let's just get down to
Anyway,
business.
so this is a. I think this is sourdough. I don't know. Or what kind of bread do you think this is? I didn't do any research on today's video. But
Well,
it comes with.
yes, I believe that is sourdough.
It comes on sourdough Texas toast. It has ribs. Both sides of the bread have barbecue sauce and little crunchy onions.
Cheddar cheese sauce as well on here.
Oh, cheddar cheese. Oh, look at that.
You know that classic cheese sauce?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Seems very messy.
Look at that.
But
I mean, yeah. But I mean, before we dig into this, I gotta let people know. I will put this in. I will go ahead and go back in before we leave and find out the name, because I'm that bad of a person. But this looks good. Let's try it, shall we?
you're gonna want to put that over your. It's messy.
It's a messy sandwich.
I'm gonna need a fork after this.
So, here's a quick, cross section of what this sandwich looks like. Basically, quarter of the way eaten. Bread very soft, like a sponge. It's Texas toast grilled. It's got some buttery flakiness to it. I will admire Arby does care about their presentation of their products.
Yeah, that is true. Because when you see the billboards on the side of the road for like McDonald's or Burger King or even Wendy's, and they got this nice looking sandwich. I've had one instance in my life
where it's looked like the picture,
and it hasn't even happened to me. I've just heard it.
Yeah,
but. Drink of water there. They have like food artists.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of those ads are faked. It's always fake. Like the side of the meat is grilled, but not the actual sandwich itself. Or like ice cream in videos is potatoes just with food coloring and like other condiments and stuff like that. Or like the milk in cereal bowls is glue. That one I've heard, yeah. I know that one's...
Okay, but glue is a lot more viscous than milk, isn't it?
Look at an ad for cereal. And tell me milk moves that way.
In slow motion?
Yeah, it doesn't. You should watch these videos, Lewis. I don't know.
Now I gotta get a high-speed camera and try that.
Oh my gosh.
Nice. Yep, spend hundreds of dollars on one of them things.
Just to prove me wrong. Yeah, just to prove me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine. I'd probably do the same if I were in your shoes.
Hmm.
But
all right. Well. I think I'm ready to get my
2 cents. Go right ahead.
yeah, my 2 cents. My
Go right ahead.
yeah. Anyway. Now, you first bite into it, and man, you get this. It just feels like you get a little more bread at first, and other sandwiches are like that too. I realize, but then you go a little further, and you get the whole thing. You get the sauce, the barbecue sauce, the meat, the cheese, the onion, the whole 9 yards. But now, the barbecue sauce is, I wouldn't call it sweet, but I wouldn't really call it spicy either. It's a mild, probably more towards the sweet side of things. The meat's good, nice and tender. You get that. It just falls apart in your mouth. It's a rib. It's supposed to be that way. And if it isn't, you need to get new ribs. Now, hold on.
People being loud.
Truly.
Yeah.
The onions, I did find when I was eating the sandwich that they were more concentrated towards the middle. So you don't really get that even distribution of the onions. Granted, they're caramelized onions, give a nice crunch to the nice softness of the bread and the meat. Now the thing I'm, a little... Hold on. Do you remember how I said there was cheese in here?
Yeah.
I don't think there is.
Yeah, I mean, I got cheese. I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, it's not very much cheese. It's very little cheese.
No, I
that's
was
cheese.
right.
Yeah, no, there's cheese right there. That's cheese.
Never doubt yourself. And that's my problem is I feel like they just put cheese on there for decoration. You can't really taste it. And while I realize that, the sandwich is for the meat.
The meat.
Look at that.
Yeah.
That is. Hey, that one was a little fatty. Anyway, you don't get that nice cheese flavor that adds to it.
Yeah. I'm gonna throw my hat in this ring.
I think I'm.
I will agree with you at the beginning. There's kind of nothing besides bread going into your mouth, and I guess it is kind of a good warm up before you really get into the meat. The meat itself, it's very tender. It does fall apart in your mouth. I would say it maybe is a little bit dry, a little bit too salty for my kind of taste. I still like it though, but compared to the rest of the sandwich, I would say it's almost overpowering in general. And it's not because it tastes bad. It doesn't taste bad at all. It tastes really well done, well cooked. But your mouth is just drenched with a bunch of barbecue sauce, and the barbecue sauce is a bit tangy. It's a bit sweet. It has a little bit of a sour, spicy kick to it. It blends very well together, but there's a lot of it. I watched them put the sauce on my sandwich, and it was these giant just globs just swirling around, and it really did take away from the rest of the experience. The cheese, like you were saying, I would say, yes, there was almost nothing on there. I think it was for aesthetic and solely aesthetic. But to add to that, my problem with the sandwich on top of that is just the fact of which you can't really taste the caramelized onions. I didn't really notice them. I noticed the one piece that fell off my sandwich before I took a bite out of it, but I didn't notice it further into it. I didn't really notice anything.
See, that's where your experience differs from mine. I got this nice, kind of chunk of onions right in the middle.
I didn't get very many. I mean, I know I got some in my sandwich. I just didn't. It didn't really taste like it because the meat once again overtook the rest of the sandwich. Now I understand that Arby's is all about the meats. The meats. All right, give us the meats. But in order to have a good sandwich, it's not just about the meats. It's about having a good distribution of everything together. And while everything is in here, and it forms very well together, and I will say that very, very adamantly, it does work well together, it's not enough. It can't just depend on the meats themselves. And there needs to be more added to this, I think, before I would give it a good product. I'm not sure I would eat this again. I like it, but it's not my first go-to item when I come to Arby's. I will say, though, the barbecue sauce is very well done. Overpowering the meat. There's a little bit too much, but it's still good meat. There could be more cheese on there. The bread itself is very flaky. It's very toasty. I like the bread. It's almost sponge-like. I like that. But without that, nevertheless, what would you rate this out of 10?
Out of 10, I would have to go somewhere. Probably, along the lines. I mean, I can't say that it's a bad sandwich.
No.
But I can't say that
It's the best sandwich ever.
Yeah, if I'm going
to Arby's, you're not gonna get this again.
Yeah. I'm giving it an 8 out of 10.
I'm gonna give it a 6.5. I think this was really disappointing. I mean, I hoped for more out of this. I think it needs less barbecue sauce, a little bit less meat, more cheese, more onions. I want a better distribution when it comes to a sandwich. Arby's has kind of, disappointed me with this one. I liked their turkey sandwich back in November when we tried that. I loved that. That was very well done. It was a good combination of everything. This was far from that. And that could just be because I'm more of a white meat kind of fan, less of a red meat. But even then, I'm not going to let that deter my reviewing factor. But, yeah. Nevertheless, I think this was a decent item, a good one to experiment on.
I mean, we rang the Arby's bell.
We did. I
didn't know about.
I did not know that was a thing. But, nevertheless, we learned something new. Without further ado, this has been Marchers with Munchies Food Review. My name is Weston.
I'm Lewis.
Make sure to like and subscribe and check out some of our other wonderful food reviews here on this YouTube channel. Without further ado, folks, we'll see you guys next time.